What's going on, my DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on your face, neck, and chest. And today I am reviewing a classic Batman film, the one that started it all, the one that started this fucking Batmania craze around the world, and that's Batman 89. I love this movie. This movie is oh man, it's just a classic. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a fucking classic. I know some DC fans might not like it. Some might say that it's too cheesy and stuff like that. But to me, I mean, especially at that time, Batman '89, where you have to remember there weren't a lot of superhero movies. The Superman franchise with Christopher Reeves went down in flames. There was nothing. There was literally nothing that excited or interested mainstream audiences with comic book movies. And then Batman 89 came along and it just swept the world. Everyone was talking about it. Now, I wasn't born at this time. No, actually I was born at this time, but I was a small child. And I wish I could have been there because like just the hype, like it's something that we rarely see today, especially at that time with Batman 89. Now, of course, when Michael Keaton was announced, who, by the way, is a fucking fantastic Batman. He's my number two Batman, by the way. He's Ben Affleck's number one, Michael Keaton's number two. And when Michael Keaton, who is phenomenal in this movie, I love the way Tim Burton shoots Batman in this movie. Always keep him in shadows, always gives him a little dim light. We always see him in the darkness. I love it. And Michael Keaton's performance, just his eyes alone. And that's one thing that one of the reasons why Tim Burton cast or Michael Keaton as Batman was because of the fucking eyes. He got the fucking crazy eyes. Like, don't fuck with me, motherfucker. I'm crazy. Like, yeah, okay, relax, bro. I got you. And of course, Jack Nicholson as the Joker, fantastic, fan favorite. And of course, people want to compare, like, oh, who's better? Joaquin Phoenix or Jared Leto or Heath Ledger? Who cares? Who cares? They're all different. They're all fantastic actors, and they all brought something new and unique to the role. And of course, Jack Nicholson, he was perfectly cast as the Joker. He has so many great one-liners in this movie. And he's so operatic and funny. Again, he's the Joker. Like, Jack Nicholson as Joker is literally perfect casting. So again, kudos to Tim Burton on that. I love the certain scenes, like this fucking classic scene. Of course, if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna ruin it for you because I want you to fucking see it. But this scene and the one that leads up to it, oh, so good. It's a classic Batman scene that where did you get those wonderful toys? Oh, I fucking love it. Classic lines to this day that I still quote. From Batman '89. And the funny thing is, Michael Keaton is so good, and Kim Basinger is also in this movie, but she's just, I like Kim Basinger, but she really has nothing to do here. She's just the, damsel in distress. There, your typical, girlfriend in a superhero movie, just there to be captured and, used as a pawn for Joker schemes. Nothing new. It's kind of a waste of a role, but okay, it's whatever. Vicky Vale, she's just there. She's just eye candy basically, which is a shame because Kim Basinger is a really good actress. But again, what can you do? This movie is all about. Even though Batman is the main title of this of this picture, it almost feels like a Joker movie because obviously Jack Nicholson is a much more acclaimed actor and he's like so I feel like he gets more of the center of attention in this movie, but don't get me wrong, like Michael Keaton is still the focus of this movie, but it just feels sometimes that the Joker is really the main focus in this movie. Sometimes it feels like a Joker movie rather than a Batman movie, and that's a problem that occurs with the sequel, which I will do a review on it, where it gets like this, like Batman Returns is so fucking Tim Burton-y, and with this movie, Tim Burton was like reined in just a bit because again we wanted to focus on Batman. And of course, the backstory for Michael Keaton's Batman is changed where Batman's parents weren't killed by Joe Chill. They were killed by a younger Jack Napier, who's his character's name in the movie, who's Joker. His parents were killed by the Joker. Again, it's a switch. I don't like it, but you have to remember at that time, studios, they really didn't give a fuck about, keeping it comic accurate again, because fucking Michael, this Batman, people have power with Ben Affleck killing criminals. Holy shit, fucking this Batman is brutal. This Batman's fucking Punisher. He'll fucking burn you, he'll fucking kill you, he'll fucking throw you off a bridge or a roof. Like, this Batman doesn't give a fuck, which I like. Again, I don't care. Again, it's the 80s. What can he do? And the funny thing is, Michael Keaton, obviously, people love him as Batman, but at the time, people were so fucking pissed off that he was Batman. They were fucking angry. You're like, what the fuck? You're gonna have Mr. Mom? You're gonna have fucking Beetlejuice be your fucking Batman? Get this trash out of here, bro. I'm not watching this garbage. And of course, once that fucking promo hit, or I think it was a promo or a promotional still of Michael Keaton in the Batsuit, standing next to the Batmobile, that classic Batmobile, people shut the fuck up real quick. People went from, get the fuck out of here, I'm not watching this garbage, to, hi, yes, 2 tickets for a Batman, please. That's how people went. That's the power. And this is like before the internet. So people had to actually buy magazines to see this shit. I think it was on TV, obviously, promoting Batman 89. But yeah, people thought it was a fucking joke that you have Michael Keaton cast as Batman. But again, this is a stark reminder. Don't judge something until you see it, all right? These casting directors, they know what the fuck they're doing, all right? These directors, they know what they want from an actor to portray a character in whatever superhero movie. They know what they're doing, all right? So you can have your fan outrage, but at the end of the day, you can't judge something until you see it. And people saw it, judged it, and to this day, Michael Keaton's still one of like people's favorite Batman of all time. Again, he's my second favorite Batman because I love him. And of course, you can't talk about the score, the Danny Elfman score, Batman 89, classic. It's classic. I gotta admit, I love Hans Zimmer. I like what he did with the Batman score for BVS, but to me, the Batman theme, the Batman theme is Danny Elfman. I'm sorry. I might get hate for it, but whenever I think of Batman, if I see him in live action, I just think of that Danny Elfman score. I just hear that Danny Elfman score, and it's just so fucking classic. I love it. It's so dear to me. And Tim Burton, he did a great job. I loved it. Of course, if you watch it today, by today's standards, especially how since the superhero movie genre has evolved so much, you might look back at this and be like, this is a little cheesy, it's a little hokey. But again, at that time, this was fucking an event. This was an event that people would rarely see in movies, especially fucking comic book movies, which were fucking sparse at best. And Tim Burton just fucking blew away expectations, and he did a great job. And of course, the fucking classic 1989 Batmobile, which we will see in Flash 2022 when Michael Keaton returns. It's gonna be a fucking fanboy's wet dream. I literally have a heart on right now just thinking about an old man Michael Keaton donning the bat suit and driving the 1989 Batmobile. It's so amazing. Of course, it ends with this perfect fucking Batman shot. The best Batman shot of all time. I don't give a shit what anyone says. This is classic Batman. The way it ends, especially with the Danny Elfman score, you can't go wrong. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, please go see it right now. It should be on HBO Max. Support it. Love it. You have a great time. It's cheesy in all the right ways. And Michael Keaton and Tim Burton, they did a phenomenal job. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Smash that fucking like button, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Let's continue having a DC conversation. As always, support DC. Love DC. Watch this movie with your family, friends. You won't be disappointed. Grab a bag of popcorn and you'll fucking love it. And as always, truth out, baby.